We're here. We're hot on the trails of success. New video, Songs of Sex 6 review, Deranged edition.
Songs of Sex.
Is there another way to pronounce that?
I think just
Songs of Six.
Oh, I think sex.
I like to think sex too.
Rob,
Deranged edition.
You said this is Germa? Who's Germa? I know Germa from One Piece.
He doesn't know about Germa 985. He doesn't know about the dude that did the Germa Dollhouse stream.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Everything you're saying
the guy that did a carnival live.
I have no idea what
Carnival live.
Yeah, what?
He did a carnival live.
Well, we're gonna go back up. I'm gonna talk to you about that.
We're gonna have a German talk later, a separate episode. But
guys, like, comment, subscribe, become a member today. Join our Discord. Watch our stuff early. Let's get into this. Okay, that's not working.
What is the worth of a human life? I can't give you that answer, but I can tell you the worth of an elvish life: 62 meat and 17 leather. Once you really slow them down. Hey, people! Seth here. Despite doing this for several years, I have never figured out how to use a microphone, and for this, I sincerely apologize. Songs of Six is an ambitiously made
Why throw paper towels on?
Is that his condenser or like to muffle the sound?
Phone.
Like a pop filter.
That's filter.
Yeah. I mean, people do put some over their mic to. I guess that's a pop filter.
You have to make it look like he came all over it, though.
The real question: what is on his monitor right now?
What are all those screenshots? What is that? I need to know.
I sincerely apologize. Songs of Six.
He threw the roll of toilet paper. I
sincerely apologize.
See, there's a roll of toilet paper. Damn. That's a Giga Chad move.
Woo.
Yeah.
Songs of Six is an ambitiously made, self-styled city-state simulator developed for the better part of 7 years. Now, imagine you start playing the game and
Barbie machine.
You play the tutorial. I imagine most people do. The difference, however, is that over 100 hours later, I am still
wait.
Go back to that library.
However, is that
caught in 4K.
Maiden, whatever that
sex hex. Wouldn't it be funny if we played those games like
that'd be
and we had it as a Patreon exclusive?
Oh my god. Wait, Rob's actually on an idea here.
Wait, Rob, hold on, wait. Keep talking.
So
I love
here's the deal.
Okay.
So
Rob content, Patreon exclusive.
$3 a month. Don't forget to become a member.
Right.
So we open up a Patreon for some extra movies, and we call it Goons, Games, and Gear After Dark.
Okay.
I love it, dude. First game, flip witch for pin sex X.
Hell yeah!
There's a cow in the background. I'm interested.
100 hours later, I am still on the
You'll never get cow RP back.
The story of Jackaton, the default.
Rob, why would you even?
Why would
you
you had a good idea and then you just come in and
no one's gonna know that reference either. One in the comment. Comment down below if you know what cow RP is. Because I will be incredibly impressed.
Starting location for the tutorial, which is named after the developer. We have no mountains, no natural resources, a sprinkle of trees, a small lake, and generally nothing. We're sandwiched between four neighbors, the city-states of Tegenval and Sluva, and the empires of Starless and Ulisu. In a word, it's not looking very good for us. In the beginning, you start with a couple dozen citizens and a dream of something greater. Unfortunately, we are Crotonians. These are peaceful, vegetarian pigmen with no aspirations beyond slumming in the dirt and farming crops. But for our purposes, they're perfect. And I quickly started an agricultural operation. It's not much, but at least we're not starving. Grain has to be processed by a bakery, while fruit and vegetables can be eaten directly.
What? Rob, what video was that?
I don't.
Yeah, Rob's our encyclopedia of the internet. What video was that?
I'm actually like, I feel like I just got stun locked. Like, what? Why are Sonic artists on this godforsaken hellhole so deranged?
This is what happens when they don't get games or anything for a while. But it devolves into that.
There's nothing left but
There,
the
dude,
furries that cannibalize
the Sonic
themselves.
fandom, the Sonic fandom becomes like a Fallout world where it's like
Seriously.
there's like everything is just like no rules, mayhem, everyone's pregnant. You know, that's Sonic lore.
Inflated and pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
I did this on the promise that it's a slow operation with twice the potential yield. To this day, it has produced no fruit, because by the time the fruit trees mature, I get a worm infestation and have to chop them all down. Citizens typically prefer locals over immigrants, and the only way to increase the local population is by having children at the local nursery. In this game, a year is 16 days, and each 4 days is a season.
This game is oddly like graphic, like it looks pixelized, looks great until you zoom in, but these like the trees, they look
Right.
gorgeous.
When it's like zoomed out, it actually looks like a
yeah.
high resolution game. Yeah.
Baby becomes a child, and a child becomes eligible for labor at 4 years of age.
Best game, child labor, dude. Yes, look, I will always say, child labor ruined this country. Okay, you know those laws meaningless now. This is bullcrap.
Songs of 6
What was the guy's name? Fluth Sheldondor?
Sheldon Dante,
for labor at 4 years
I
of
believe.
Fluth Sheldon Dante.
Interesting.
Sheldon Dante is the best name I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
It's from my favorite video game character, Dante.
Sheldon Dante.
But my favorite TV character, Sheldon. Dude,
Right.
love it. Yeah.
It's genius.
Yeah.
of age. Songs of 6 encourages the miracle of childbirth with the economic miracle of child labor. Also,
The internet really got a lot of mileage out of Zoolander, man.
One of our
Seriously?
tunnelers have claims he saw something in the Dark Mountain caves. What exactly he cannot say, but he now has gone completely insane. Oh my god. Damn, that's
Me too.
Same,
also,
yeah.
after my pigmen accidentally snacked on all the vegetables in the nursery crib, I can confidently tell you infant mortality has no effect on the happiness of your population.
Oh,
You know
God.
what has an effect on my happiness? Getting paid to plaster my walls with illustrations of naked women. Hang on, guys. This wall, it's so barren, so dull, so lifeless. Luckily, today's sponsor is Displate. Displate is a unique metal poster designed to capture all your passions.
Interesting.
Whether they be Elden Ring, Star Wars, Warhammer, or Call of Duty, Displate has over 2 million artworks across hundreds of brands.
Why would
If
you
know
put
me,
Call
you'll
of
know
Duty
I
shit
love
on your wall?
I don't know.
Rob,
What
get
would you
the
pay
fuck
that
out of here for that
Why would you spend $130 on King Kong skins to get a fister?
Behind my monitors is soap kissing
Captain
Price. Captain Price.
Captain Price,
yeah. Dude, I have Call of Duty Zombies here.
Dude.
Oh, actually, hold on. To
He's
be
got
fair,
IRL
wait.
Yowie on his wall. Dude,
Wait.
love wins.
To be fair,
Love
though,
wins.
I bought like a super cheap collector's edition of Modern Warfare 3. Like
zombies thing was
yeah.
You're such a
No,
pig.
Rob. It was way after the fact. It was dirt cheap. It was like
$13.
Yeah, it was like $13.
Stupid
which is
not
like
to buy
80.
it.
Yeah, so no one bought it, but like it was actually pretty XD fire for real, no cap on God.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, see my new tattoo.
It's like the Juggernog symbol.
Oh, I was going with like on God for real, no cap, but yeah, that's fine.
On God.
That's gonna be my prison tattoo. Anyway.
Of my displays more than any lame paper poster. But what if it could be even better? You see, I can only look at my normal posters. That's a problem. And the solution is Textra, Display's brand new tactile poster collection. Now I can run my fingers along my precious displays and really feel those tactile textures, 3D contours, and selective matte and gloss effects. And of course, it makes them look even cooler. The new Textra finish will be available on hundreds of
They
best-selling
are really
displays.
cool.
Really, you have one?
No, I haven't gotten any of the textured one. I have a display, and it's Lucy Hartfilia from Fairy Tale in a bikini.
That was a display?
Yeah,
He's got a type. He absolutely has a type.
I got it.
And it's raw. Oh, never mind.
Blonde
Sorry.
hair and
Blonde hair,
terrible
blue
powers.
eyes, a flag that's red and black. This is when Derek reveals himself as Hitler Youth.
Eastern Europe.
Eastern. Derek, what could have been just like. I have this shirt. My girlfriend got me this.
That's a good shirt.
Yeah.
To expanding
She's a
the
good
library
girlfriend.
of Displate extras in the following months. So
You can
what
do
are
that on their
waiting for?
website?
Go
That's
to
so cool.
displate.com/Seth and check out the selected designs that you can now get with a new Textra finish. Transform your walls today with Textra. And thank you to Displate for sponsoring this video.
Here's the real question. Where's our sponsorship?
Yeah, seriously. Displate. I want more displays. They're just a little on the pricier side for me.
We got to get Ridge Wallet first. I need a new wallet.
You know what we should actually, wait, hold on. We should do a tier list video of like sponsorships you should go for from lowest to highest. What's the easiest ones? Like, okay, we got Raid Shadow Legends, we got Ridge Wallets. Like then like
G Fuel.
The
They're
premium.
handing those out lately.
Where's ours?
City lives and dies on happiness. If you fail to keep your citizens happy, you'll start a failure cascade that ends in ruin. The simulation goes down to each individual citizen and measures the average fulfillment of their needs and desires for that particular race. Race is an interesting topic. Some races don't.
Okay.
Where did this go? Where was this going? I'm scared.
Why would these? I get the black men part, but why do they all have big brains? What was
the big brain part?
A local dispute between. By the way, we're only 3.5 minutes into this video, and we've recorded so far 11 minutes. I just want to point that out.
So maybe we should stop yapping and get to it.
Get along. Some races are predisposed to crime. Some races control our educational sector.
Actually, our viewers actually like that we pause. I
what else am I supposed to do when everyone else hates education?
Yeah, well, you're kind of cute.
Is that bug people and then dragons?
Well. Derek prompted me, so I had.
I just wanted to see all these different. So we're pig people, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it looked like there was billy goats, there was humans, whatever that is, humans, bugs, and the next one's dragon. Yeah.
I'm talking, of course, about.
Why is of course like its own?
What is that girl doing to Ryan Gosling too? Did you see the stuff at the top?
No fab
girl.
No fap, day 2, and I'm already feeling like a superhero. What the? Okay, I don't understand that.
Oh, no fap. Oh,
but what is
good for him?
Yeah, okay.
Why does he look like a papaya?
Oh, I was gonna say like what is it? Farley?
He looks like Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Or one of those like butternut squashes or whatever.
This is what I look like.
The ones that just like start out and then they just get. Yeah, you know. This is
what I looked like in high school.
Halloween
by the way, this was me in high school.
That's Rob right now.
Yes, well,
ripped. Humans are troublesome, criminal, and have a low sanity score anyway.
What is happening? I remember bench pressing and clenching butt cheeks and some guy.
I saw the butt cheeks, yeah.
Are people on like these social media platforms okay? Are they just like
I don't
basing themselves for content?
I think us as a society are screwed.
I just read this article how this guy who plays an NPC version of Miles Morales, he like broke character. He was mad at chat because there was like 11,000 of them. He's like, why is no one donating? It's like, dude, calm down.
Jeez, yeah, what?
Because your content is kind of bad.
NPCs don't say that.
I gotta reinstall the game. It's a bug.
Which means an essential component of any healthy human population is an asylum. But they heckin' love science, which is important because this game handles research in a unique fashion. You don't just learn something. No, you research it, and then you have to pass on that generational knowledge across time. Remember, we don't start with paper. We get to that point after multiple generations of oral tradition. And even then, we have to maintain and preserve our existing knowledge against entropy. Almost every other race dislikes intellectualism and prefers to be indoctrinated. This is advantageous.
Hold on, wait! I totally just missed that he put like hold on, let's see.
To be indoctrinated.
He put like
that guy.
what is the symbol? It's not. I don't know, and I'm scared.
It's a mind control thing. Is that the guy from Baldur's Gate? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
God, I love living in
something communism.
No, I think that's Islam. The moon and the stars.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Something like that.
Advantageous as it fosters loyalty in the absence of happiness. An open mind is an open pussy. Its gates unbarred when unguarded.
Damn, Ben Shapiro really cooked that one.
Wrong again. Rob, wrong. It was Gordon Freeman.
Dang, you're right. My bad, bro. My bad.
Ben Shapiro would say nothing like that. Gordon Freeman, though, an open-minded, open pussy, indicates unbarred and unguarded. Unregulated. Yeah, that's better.
Some might argue that.
Yeah, now that
What is this? Wait.
What is this awful picture?
This is art.
I want it.
Yeah,
I want it printed. This is art.
This should be the display. This should be what.
Yeah.
Great men are made, not born. In the case of Dondorians, that is literally true, because they appear as fully formed adults at the base of a mountain. For this reason, the only way to get Dondorians is by immigration. They're good at mining, they're good at Minecraft, they're basically dwarves. The Talapi are forest-dwelling elves.
Tyler getting a rep.
And they're good with nature. What else? They're also known for violating human men for several days before they cannibalize.
At dusk, the Great Queen, I'm going to say Amaranth, set upon the village and swiftly overran its defenses with her Tilapi host. The children were slain, the women put in chains. For 2 days, the men were defiled, then slaughtered and eaten.
Huh.
Oh, well, that's rough.
Them. Bizarrely, this makes them compatible with a cave-dwelling Garfimi, who are effectively bugmen. What they lack in skill, they make up for with raw numbers. And there's nothing bugs enjoy more than plucking limbs from the other races. And while most cities will have a mixed population, some...
He looks like G-Boy's human.
No, Rob, that looks submissive.
Yeah. Amoebius. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I want to find this though. This particular Komodo dragon.
I need anyone. The Amevia are coastal-dwelling lizard men. They're uniquely xenophobic and incompatible with other races, which is offset by their impressive physique and high lifespan. If you want a true monoculture.
He named these, right? Yeah, Chador, he definitely named these.
Isolation experience. Try the lizards. Finally, there are 2 giant races you can't normally get. The in-lore explanation is that their populations have been decimated over the course of several great wars. If you control a region containing a haven and satisfy their high demands, they can be convinced to join your cause. While they have many differences, they do share a common trait. They're fucking gigantic and make for the best shock troops in the entire game. There's a bit of an irony in a sense that they're incredibly rare and almost extinct, and the best thing they're good at is getting even more extinct. The Argonash are spider leviathans with a voracious appetite. They don't care for anything.
Wait, there's ant people too? Oh my god.
They realize the logistical nightmare of providing 4 meals a day to every person on the map. The Cantors may ask for more up front, but they're easier to satisfy. Generally. Once, I arrested 2 people at the same time, but only had 1 courtroom. One of the 2 arrested thieves had no legal representation. They considered this a complete breakdown of
They have now stopped supporting you as members of
my legal system and left in disgust. But at the time, I knew none of this. I was a young blood desperate to turn a profit and expand my settlement. YouTubers are a prime example of making the most amount of money with the least amount of skill and intellect. In a
John Tron show.
Yeah, why did it say John Tron?
Toiling in the coal mines and dying of black lung. Appropriately, I simulated this by importing Garfimi slaves and renaming them to my favorite content creators. I invested so much into this coal mining operation only to find out I've spent several in-game years for a tar pit with 30% efficiency. It wasn't just unprofitable, but because of the size and scale, the cost of maintenance alone sent me into the red. On the other hand, I found out slavery is actually quite well received, as my citizens enjoy a slave population so long as it's not their own. My settlement grew, and unfortunately, crime had become an issue. Another day, another flashing. The people lived in fear. Arrests had to be made, but because I spread myself so thin, I didn't have the resources or manpower to enforce it. And so, the public indecency continued until I increased my coverage. And after the prison started filling up, I am forced to make a difficult statement. Dondorians are sex pests. Of the 5 indecent exposers, all 5 have been dwarves.
What is the objective? Did I miss that? What's the end point?
I don't think there is an end goal. Rob, is there an end goal?
I don't know. I've never heard of this game before.
I always feel like Rob's heard of everything. That's why I woo to Rob for my answers. But this is a.
You really should fix it. You really should curb your expectations, honestly.
Will do.
I have no further comment. At this point, I was earning capital by exporting furniture. This game doesn't have a fixed economy. Trade prices fluctuate and work on the rules of supply and demand. Basically, if you can make your own, that's strongly encouraged. If you have excess to sell off, that's good too, but overtrading a commodity can apply disproportionate pressure on the value, which is minimized by the number of trade partners. So, if you want money, you better diversify. But if you don't, poverty also has its advantages. If our treasury is empty and we're dead broke, guess what? Our diplomatic gifts mean a whole lot more.
That's a chastity cage. He's just put a chastity cage on there.
Yeah, but it's the sound effect.
It's like the Toad version of it. Oh my god.
Well, I think these are ones that prevent so you can't even get aroused. Like it just
right. Keeps you small.
More, which is important because if our reputation drops to zero with any of the
Oh my god.
What is that?
God, they're so firm and perky.
Seriously.
If you just like put your hand up and like block the face, though they're butt cheeks.
Gus Spring?
Yeah.
So, you know, I was gonna say that.
We're getting invaded. And with a current standing army of 0 men, I don't fancy my chances. So I would intentionally dip my savings into the red, plead, cry, and defecate in front of my neighbors, and a pathetic display made me an unattractive target for assault. I would reputation farm into the multiple thousands so I could reliably forget about it for the next dozen years, while enjoying the benefits of almost zero taxation on all trade. This gave me a lot of time to experiment and figure out what I'm doing. Firstly, I tried mining gemstone. Subsequently, I failed at mining gemstone. Instead, I used the natural fertility of Jacketon and turned it into an opium plantation. I still had a lot of Garfimi slaves left over and put them to work in fields of poppies and cotton. However, I got overly ambitious and my bugs got a little rowdy. There is no other situation where the following words can be said. The cotton pickers are having another uprising. Subsequently, I abolished the practice. Not on moral grounds, because they robbed my throne and...
If the filthy slaves have captured the throne through low cunning, the wretches have plundered our stores and out treasury before deserting their master. May the gods help us.
Took just about everything. Happiness was at an all-time low among my Dundorians, so I tried producing alcohol and opened a tavern. Demand outstripped supply. Access was terrible and supplies were so low that it just made them angrier. So I tried satisfying food preference instead. Mushrooms, fish, complex proteins. Then I restricted everyone to just eating bread, and they were happier. Additionally, I tried introducing fine dining in the form of restaurants, and almost lost the...
Settlers have had enough of you and your rule. There is enough. Determined to show by murdering and vandalizing. Only to quell these rebels by calling in the military, set them to mopping up. Guns will also do their fair share. Riots will also subdue naturally without action time. We have reports of 205 rioters. The following species.
Oh my gosh!
To a public riot. Not only did I fail to meet supply, but each time I did so, a citizen would starve, spiraling into a vicious loop. Their desire for the Mick menu was so strong that it overrode their survival instinct to eat street food, preferring instead the embrace of death. This was not a plague of famine. It was a plague of choice. After the many lessons learned, alcohol is haram, cooking is forbidden, and our entire food pyramid is bread.
What was that?
Not a plague of famine. It was a plague of choice. After the many lessons learned, alcohol...
I remember this in the Boo saga. It was
right. They were praying to go to the Majin Vegeta.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So I remember this distinctly. Yeah. The Majin Vegeta, he's right there. He's right there. What do you mean?
Haram, cooking is forbidden, and our entire food pyramid is bread. Finally, I did make a breakthrough in citizen satisfaction. It turns out that when I select and look at a random peasant, they are not meant to be caked in shit. And only after building backhouses 48 hours into the game did I make that connection. Around this time, I also realized...
Yeah, I feel like I feel like that was kind of an oversight. They should.
Right, that's why everybody's pissed.
Yeah, if I had poop on my face, I'd be pretty pissed too. Yeah, you know.
After reading the tooltip, the reason for my insane cost of maintenance. You see, buildings have walls. Walls increase isolation. I did not build any walls. Do I have to rebuild my entire city? Yes, I did. I rebuilt the whole thing, and I learned to love city planning. Building design is incredibly fun, and there's no greater satisfaction than having an elegantly designed lavatory for optimal shitting, pissing, and sharding.
Wait, so he didn't have walls in his like buildings, or he didn't have walls around the city?
He laid the foundation, built all the stuff inside, but there's no walls. So it's just like an open
so that's disgusting.
floor plan. Yeah.
Damn.
And you take so much pride in what you've built. Am I coping? Yes, absolutely. But after numerous trials and tribulations, I had a stable, diversified economy and a series of shacks resembling civilization. Also, I promoted a 4-year-old to become nobility.
That was
his name?
Asmongold, right? That's his.
Yeah.
That's his. That like
his throne. That's disgusting.
Look, I'll admit my room was not the cleanest before Derek came out over the week, and it forced me to
right now.
Right, but this is like he has money. Like,
right, you could XQC pays a maid to come and like clean up after him, and he's like a slob too. But like this is disgusting. Like stop streaming for like an hour and let someone come and clean that for you.
An hour, dude. It's gonna be like.
There's literally roaches in his room.
Oh,
he
yeah,
needs a deep clean.
Yeah.
Asmongold actually doesn't believe in trash cans, or else he would have had the like.
Right, at least it can.
Nothing in here looks healthy for you.
Last thing I want to mention, all the way on the left, the very edge of the screen, he has a salt shaker. Why would it be all the way over there?
Oh yeah, why?
Why is it there? Why wouldn't it be next to where you eat your Jesus? Your what look like famous bowls and I mean
chili from Wendy's. Really loves mug root beer.
I mean, I do too. Mug maniacs rise up.
That's McDonald's. That says the
I would not. If he invited me over, I'd be like, yeah, dude, no. There's no way this room smells good, by the way, right? Like,
it's got to be disgusting. That window has never been opened to, I'm sure.
It's got that gamer smell. Also, he has like, that, it doesn't matter, but let's watch.
Also, I promoted a 4-year-old to become nobility. Because it's funny, nobles provide a variety of beneficial effects, and currently they're a work in progress. Or, as the developer translated to me, they cannot betray you yet. Everything was calm and peaceful until we found a Kryptonian with his eyes scooped out. On the body, was
God!
A note signed to the invincible.
This is so, dude. What is this game?
Today I have saved a soul. I will take many souls before my great work is complete. Please, mortals, do not even attempt to stop me in my work. You are like mere flies and only a slight annoyance. I am beyond any of you. I am Jake the Invincible. What?
Sound like Rob when he's mad at me. I'm a god to you.
I'm a god to you. I hate you, red thing. I spit on you.
I spit on you. I can't believe they added serial murderers to this game.
Right, the Dark Brotherhood's in this game now. This is insane.
Claiming that he's saving lives by returning them to his first.
Why? Why? Wait, when you're making this video, right? Does your brain go there, right? Like
autism. This looks like autism.
What is her name? Wretch? She's from Chippendale Rescue Squad or whatever. But
holy crap, dude.
Also, what? He has a shirt on too, and a pin. Who is that guy?
The man.
I think this is who this is all for. This is weird.
Them to his forgotten god. Our city had a serial
forgotten
killer.
god.
Another day, another victim found dead.
No.
The sockets empty. Every victim was a Kryptonian, and this was clearly a racially targeted crime. Terror ruled the streets.
Not people who have wrongfully died. This memory lingers in the minds. This is disliked by your plebeians. Higher value equals less fulfillment. Okay.
Why is the picture back though? Why?
The real murderer.
Seriously.
And we had no leads. It wasn't until
there is no life in any of those people's eyes.
Woman fleeing the scene. This information didn't add up, but we tortured a confession out of them, and they pleaded guilty to all crimes. The serial killings promptly stopped. Jake the Invincible was identified to be a middle-aged Kryptonian woman predating on her own people. We sent the killer into the arena to be chopped into pieces for the spectacle of a crowd. We gave their body as much respect as it deserved. We pissed on it and dumped it into a mass grave. Serial killings are rare, and they're not often so straightforward. You might get the wrong guy and torture out a false confession, or the trail simply goes cold from lack of evidence. Eventually, beyond exports and fields of opium, I found the most lucrative source of cash. I would intentionally reduce my army down to 0 to try and entice rebels to attack my city. The moment this happens, I hire mercenaries, crush the invaders, and sell off their loot for fat stacks. This sent me from borderline broke
That's just
to
genius.
$500,000.
That really is smart,
Now,
though.
hiring mercenaries is incredibly expensive. Paying them is even more expensive, but they handle their own supplies and they're instantaneous. I use them to conquer a neutral region, and as I did, my brain expanded and my neurons started firing.
I heart magnets, but I've never ever create people.
What is?
What does that mean?
Dude, he loves magnets.
This
What
man
part?
exists on a level of I didn't think was possible.
Oh my gosh.
He just likes magnets.
Yeah, I mean, good for him.
Suddenly, I can hire more. For each region under my control, I get access to 5 extra mercenary companies. So I hatched a plan. Take all my money, raise an army of mercenaries, and conquer Winsta, the weakest nation I could find nearby. With each city taken, my numbers increased, eventually laying siege to their capital. I sold everything to keep those mercenaries paid. I almost ran out of money. If that siege lasted a day longer than it did, I would have lost. But in the end, it was worth it, because I reached the max limit of mercenary companies, and I could now recruit enough men to overpower anyone. Problem is, they're asking for 750k up front, with a daily fee of 100k. Soldiers of fortune have a steep asking price, but what if the Golden Horde could pay for itself? I've been on the back foot of negotiations, pleading and groveling to my neighbors for mercy, until now. Selling my spoils, I muster a short-lived but massive army, declare war, intercept their army, and immediately sue for peace, to which they have no option but to accept my favorable terms. The best part about shotgun diplomacy is you already know the answer each time, because once they surrender, we do it again until we empty their entire treasury. Unknowingly, they just paid for their own demise. The century of humiliation was over as Jackaton turned.
That's one of the darkest things I've ever heard in my life.
It's genius, though, right? Like, that's insane. That's so big brain.
I don't think I'd ever want to play chess against Seth.
No, I don't want to play anything against him. Any kind of multiplayer game, I feel intimidated.
You're either getting memed on or mutually assured destruction.
And it's the same either way. I feel like his memes are destruction.
He's like the real life Cartman. He would go behind your.
Oh right, yeah.
you like what you're doing? Yeah. Well, you just killed your parents. What? Yeah, I made you kill your parents.
You like that chili? Yeah, you ate your parents.
No.
On their allies. No longer will I be extorted. Each time it's their nephew's birthday. Tegenval and Sluva were too small to resist. The elvish empire of Starless to the north was a different story, but led to the development of strategies I'd replicate going forward. Economic hyperwar is the act of manipulating the enemy to take decisions that are numerically...
What is LeBron doing on the left?
Why is Trump black? You see that?
How'd you know my grandfather lives in Argentina? Right hemisphere conscious grid reduces
I can't even begin to decipher what's going on here.
Yeah, this is too much.
While destroying them internally, we invade cities.
It's Henry Kissinger and some schizo posting.
After the enemy, only to invade them again. Then we use them as bartering chips for other cities. Take control of those cities, demolish the walls, and advance our front line. We remove the need for extended siege and reduce the enemy to a single fight. There was only one exception to this. As luck would have it, the human empire of Ulisu to the south.
What did Trump say?
The human empire of Uli.
Are you enjoying the goon sesh? Re-harden your cock. You'll love this next hour. What does that mean? What?
Rob, translate. What does that mean? What is a goon sesh?
You know that beef stick what be hanging between your legs?
Right.
you're gonna be slamming on that and not blowing, if you catch my drift.
To the south had the largest standing army in the world.
Also,
Even if I recruited every mercenary, I would still be outnumbered 2-1. So I drained his treasury and I waited. Eventually, he could no longer afford to maintain his army and fell like the rest of them. Jackaton lives by a simple proverb: feed the earth and it will feed you. But we fed the earth so much.
Does he have like an actual lisp, or does he purposely mispronunciate?
Excellent question. I have no idea.
Okay.
That nature herself is vomiting up red. There's too many prisoners of war and not enough mass graves to go around. The rest is morbid history as I took the rest of the map. Jackaton is now the single state empire of the world. Resources are limitless, currency is infinite, for we possess an infinite money printer, the design of which is as follows.
So I guess this was the end game.
Declare war on them, take all their money from a peace treaty, invade them anyway, and install a new puppet to repeat the process. I have, in every sense, completely rigged the system, but like Sisyphus reaching the top of a mountain, I had nothing left to...
What game is this?
I don't know. It looks so cool from that, whatever he just did.
Dogma 2?
Oh, is it?
Oh, maybe. Butt cheek addiction?
Yeah.
Struggle against. And so too did I lose my interest. So I made a royal decree to arrest everyone. If you're ever interested in ending the game, just click prosecute on your main population. Guards start arresting citizens. Then they arrest other guards before being arrested themselves. Prison wardens get jailed and break out of their own prisons. Chaos and pandemonium rule the day as everyone turns on each other, and eventually they turn on me. In summary, Songs of Six has a very expansive, detailed, and enjoyable tutorial. At 160 hours of playtime, I can't wait to play the actual game. This may not take the spot for Game of the Year. As we all know, that's reserved for church.
Wait, that wasn't just a tutorial, right? Like,
I don't know.
Right?
I think it was like also an early access game, so.
The graphics, the changing of seasons, the music, the scale of a simulation. Considering this is written in Java, I have no words. There's no other game where the line between city builder and sociopathy is so blurred. To demonstrate this, for my second playthrough as the Garfimi, I proposed a novel form of meat production. It's less of a ranch or a pasture, and more of a tilapia nursery. For reference, at a consumption rate of half an apple a day, a fully grown tilapia child costs us 32 apples, but gives us twice that amount in meat and leather. And once they're adults, we arrest, execute, and butcher them. The tilapia child tilapia soup pipeline is highly effective. And while my humans don't agree with cannibalism because they're bigoted chuds that can't grasp the richness of Garfield culture, their stomachs can't complain. So, what have we learned today? 1. Prisoners are the ultimate cash crop. Labor is a resource, and so are they. 2. Look past people and their differences, and see them instead as a source of protein. 3. Much like real life, retirement is economically unfeasible and exists only as a carrot and stick to motivate the working class. I give this game my highest recommendation. I give it no days of food out of we're about to starve. And because it's mainly one guy and not a corporate entity, I can just ask for a sale. If you're interested, it's 20% off on GOG and Steam for the rest of April. The first 100 to use the link win a free chemical castration or prefrontal lobotomy. Terms and conditions may apply.
Nice.
As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild.
Oh my god.
What is that?
You're all.
That's, that
remember,
you,
going off.
You don't remember when Jeffrey Epstein was at Woodstock? Yeah, I remember, but I guess.
Interesting.
Wonderful. Have a good one.
Wait, hold on.
The game was beautiful.
We always get yelled at in the comments for not watching the whole thing, so let's. Dude, the amount of Patreon deaths is fucking nuts.
I know. That's why it takes him that's why he puts out like a video a month.
Well, I mean, such high quality.
Production value.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, okay, so you really didn't.
Okay. Now that we're on to it, the last two have had nothing. I just want to say.
This is one hell of a game. I can't.
He's just a genius. I think Seth just has too much brain power, and has yet to find a game to do something with
that challenges him. Yeah.
He's too smart for us mortal men.
Right. I mean, the game looks cool. If you're into that
Oh yeah,
City
this is
Sim stuff. Like,
it's like
it
a
looks
wet
insane.
right, it's like a wet dream. No, this is a. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have the brain power. Halo Wars 2 is where I cap out on strategy simulator.
Right. I need small scale, like, build my army for the match, and that's it.
Right. Yeah. Once you get into like politics and economy,
assassins,
yeah, murders, it just gets wild. Hey, Rob, you got anything to say before we hit the old dusty trail?
Child labor
should be legalized. You're right, Rob.
Yeah,
Rob said it here first.
Bring them back.
Bring it back. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, become a member today. Join our Discord. Tell us what to react to, which is normally just more success stuff. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
See ya.